Man, man, I'm going to explain this perfectly, and all you guys are going to agree with this take. So, I'm going to explain why majority of younger men and even older men are lonely today. I'm going to explain this perfectly and why this is happening. This is happening because of the route that today's modern women are taking. Men want families, commitment, and relationships today even more than women want it. Overall. Men want families. Men want more purpose, which means family. Women today are robbing men of this opportunity. There's nothing you can do to force a woman to say. There's nothing you can do to tell a woman to not be a 304. There's nothing you can do. Period. Women are going to do what they're going to do. So, today, they have decided to make their own decisions. That's where things are going wrong in the first place. Women making their own decisions. It's not that they can't make any decision themselves, of course. But they don't want to listen to a man at all, which means they're making their own decisions. A man can't tell me what to do, You'd be surprised how beneficial it is to actually listen to a man. Hear what he has to say. There's a woman that made a big ass viral TikTok, and she said, I used to live my life that way. I used to live my life never caring or wanting to listen to what a man had to say. And when I started to do it, it changed my life. When I started to do it, she said, I looked back and realized how much I missed out on because I didn't listen to a man, ever. She woke up to the fact she is now married. She now has a family. She's now a submissive woman that respects her husband. Because it goes God, man, woman, children. So women today are making their own decisions. And you're seeing the damage that it's causing. This is causing men to be lonely. This is causing men to have less purpose. There's lots of men that's successful that don't have the woman in their life that they want. That's the thing. So it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't even be close to happening, but it's happening because of the brainwashed modern day female. They cannot see outside of it. And there's glimpses and there's times where they want a man, but they can't change themselves out of the brainwashing because they always resort back. They always go back. There's something about it that they just cannot keep it together. They're that brainwashed. They cannot keep it together. They cannot respect and listen to a man. They just can't do it. So if you ask me, this is why most young men, especially young men, bro, because they're screwed. It's the older successful men that's getting what they're getting. It's the younger dudes, late teens, early 20s, up to mid 20s, that are getting screwed. They might not be as valuable as they could be just yet. But this stuff used to not happen. Women used to go with these guys that were good. They used to go with a good bet. And now they're living their life. They're going after their career, which is fine. That is fine. What's not fine is going after your career while being a 304, getting older, and then expecting Prince Charming to be there. That's a bad bet. You got less and you want more. How could you start to become less in the eyes of a man? Because that's what it is. Well, I don't feel like less. Well, you are less. You are less in the eyes of a man. Well, I don't feel that way. It is that way. Just like young men who are actually the better dudes, because I know a lot of young folks out there. Some of them are studs, bro. They should be getting the better girls their age, but they're not. They feel the same way. They shouldn't be getting screwed, but they are. But they are getting screwed, and it's the facts. It's what's happening. And it's actually making men worse. Women are going against men to make themselves worse, and it's making men worse in the process. I know dudes right now who are turning to the dark side as we speak. I know dudes, bro, right now as we speak, that are turning to the dark side because they were dating some girl for 10 months. They talked about family and kids and brought up this big future. She left him. In fact, she cheated on him. What is this guy doing now? He's a bad, bad dude now. Because that girl he was with broke him. He has trust issues. He dated some other girl after that for a couple months, and it was toxic. It was toxic. He cannot trust again. And this goes to show how dangerous women are, what they can do. And I don't blame majority of men for making the decisions they make after going through the things they have gone through. I ain't a quitter. I ain't gonna do that. I could get screwed over by anyone in any given time. I'm never gonna turn to that dark side because I don't want to do that stuff anyways. It doesn't add value to my life to go around breaking hearts and leading people on and just doing whatever because something happened to me. I don't even want to do it still. I don't care. I ain't gonna do it because it's not who I am. So if someone does something to me that's bad, I ain't gonna turn around and do something bad just because that happened to me. I'm gonna take it on the chin like a man, because that's what a man does. He takes it on the chin. When something bad happens, take the L. Take the L. But some people can't. I understand, but at the same time, you ain't on my level. I get why they're doing what they're doing. They're trying to get one back, but this is how genders start to go against each other. No one's against genders here. We're not against genders. We're just telling it like it is. Some people just don't like it and they take it that way. Oh, well, it sounds like that. It sounds like that. Well, you just hate women. Da, 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 da. It just sounds like that. It's cope. And you know it's cope. We're telling it like it is. All the time. On this channel. Live on pay-per-view. For the whole world to see. This is what it actually is. This is why most young men are lonely. Because the girls they should be getting don't want them right now. What do they want to do? Chase their career, which is fine to chase your career. You can chase your career and commit to a good man. You do know that, right? Like, you can do that. They make up excuses to be the biggest 304s of all time. They make up the biggest excuses. Oh, well, I don't have time to commit right now to a relationship, blah, blah, blah. BS. It's BS. BS. I know people who's doing it right now and they're just fine. You think school takes that much time? But you know what does take up that much time? School and all your partying and all your males in the orbiter, all your male orbiters. Your school, all your male orbiters, and all your partying. Yeah, you won't have time for a relationship then. But you know what? You would have time for a relationship if it was you, your school, and your man. But it ain't like that no more. This is why most young men are lonely. They're pissed off. I used to be that. I used to be in that position. I would date these girls and it would go that way. And it's like, you're going to regret this. This is your choice. This is your decision. I can't force you to do something that you should be doing. I can't do that. But watch this. What happens? Exactly like I said. They want their cake. They want to eat yours too. Da 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 da. It has to just go exactly how they want it to go. They don't know how to commit. They don't know what we want. They don't know what we value. They think they're perfectly fine doing a bunch of crazy stuff. It's not perfectly fine at all. You disqualified yourself. You are disqualified. You're a lesser woman now. I hope you know that. But no, I don't feel that way. It shouldn't be that way. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. In the eyes of a man, that's how it is. Why? Because you're in a relationship. It's not just about you. You're in a relationship with someone else. You should probably care what they think. You probably should. But no, I don't feel that way. What about your partner? Did you ever think about that? What about your partner? You think he's fond of what you've done. You think he's fond of who you've become. You think he's fond of all the guys you dealt with, probably some of his friends. Laughing stock. But you don't feel that way, right? I don't feel that way. The capital of state delusion. This is President Terry Joel Jr. speaking. You better be locked in what I'm saying. It doesn't get realer than this. It is what it is. We're just waking people up. We're just making people realize what people need to realize. Because real eyes realize real lies. We can see through the stuff, bro. We know there's patterns of what's going on in this modern world. Men are so disappointed in women that they're just ruining themselves. They're becoming the baddest dudes turned to the dark side. They're all on drugs and they're partying, they're going crazy. And they're just giving up. They should have had a nice, young, beautiful woman right by their side, growing together, doing life together. They're not getting it, so they're saying, the hell with it. I don't even care anymore. They start to do stupid things. I don't think that's the right move. But I get it. Not every man is that strong. They should have had a partner. They didn't want to go through the years like somebody like me did. But I did, because I know what I want most. And I will die for it. I will suffer for it. That's the difference between me and a lot of men. I'm that dude. I am him. I will do those things. I will do whatever it takes. Not many people can even say those words, let alone have those words match their actions. Because it matched my actions, the things I'm saying. I have done those things over the years. I have suffered tremendously. The whole time, me thinking I should have had the person I was supposed to be with. Didn't at the time. And I'm being the best I can be, and things still ain't happening the way I want it to happen. And it don't make sense, but you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. You can't give up. But young men are giving up. Young men are lonely as hell. Because they don't have the right woman in their life. They want a family. And it's not that you have to start a family immediately. Of course not. Build each other up. Have someone that you love in your life. The world's getting away from that. The world's going solo. Women's taking their own careers in their past. That's not the issue in itself. It's what they're doing while doing that. Wanting to stay single. Wanting to experience and party around. Wanting to sleep around with many different people. Thinking the fun ain't going to have an effect when it does have an effect. So this ruins relationships. And relationships are a beautiful thing, bro. And I just hear every excuse in the book coming from the mouth of a female. They act like there's nothing out there that's good. There is. There is. I know plenty of young dudes. They're genetically gifted. They're talented. They got height to a degree. They're fit. They're him. They're going to be that guy later on. What is wrong right now? She just don't want to. Well, guess what? He ain't going to want to either. That's the thing. That's the thing. But she expects you to want it later. After she did all the things she did and went through, she expects you to want that later on. But she didn't want you then. So you ain't going to want her later. You're going to do something that's going to benefit you. You're going to build yourself into that dude, and you're going to be a little bit up there in age. Let's say in between 25 to 32 to 35. 25 to 35, let's say, somewhere in between there. You're going to get a far more nicer, younger, attractive female who wants the same thing as you want. She's going to want you. You're going to want her. You're going to make it work. Y'all equally want each other as much. It's a beautiful thing. You got a relationship on your hands. You didn't get some greedy female who wants to ruin herself and go through the absolute oblivious high heavens of the hells. You got someone who was younger, who wanted to do things the right way. She wants the right man in her life. She don't want to go through all that stuff and damage herself to the passive point of no return. She wants to do things the right way. You do too. You built yourself in that dude. Y'all's both in position. Come together. That's how it's done. This is how men have to operate and move today to win. And women complain about men wanting younger women. But when men are young, they can't get women their age. They can't. They might be able to, they can't keep them. So what are you going to do? Get up there in age and then take the same woman who lived many solo years of her life? Now she's just past the point of no return. Is that what you're supposed to do? No, you're not. It's stupid. It's a stupid move. You take from the table what you should have had since day one. Thank you. I'll take that. You did not want me. I don't want you now. Because I lived this amount of life. You have too. You didn't want me here. I don't want you up here. Because you didn't want me down here. You didn't enough. If you did, it would have worked. So men can't get blamed when they wanted a woman around the same age, let's say 1 to 3 year age gap when you're about 19, 20, 21, 22. Anywhere from a 1 to 3-ish year age gap up to about 4 at most is relatively good. If you don't get that when you should have had it, when you get a bit older, now you're looking at like a 4 to 10 year age gap. That's what you're going to want as a man. And we get blamed for that. And it's BS. Young women want older men anyways, from about 5 to 10 year age gap. But we get blamed by older women, and it's the only people that say anything. Because they mad now. They mad now that they can't get us. And they can't get younger. They can't get us. They can't get younger. They're just, they can't get anything. Just like a fucking younger man. Couldn't get anything. Couldn't keep anything, I should say. And it's the same as older women. They might be able to get something good, a little bit, but they can't keep it. It's funny how it works. It's funny how it works, guys. It's hilarious, actually. And whose fault is all this? Where does it start, guys? Where does all of this start? Can somebody please tell me this and explain this to me? Please and thank you. Where does this all start? Please write it in the comments section. Where does all of this start and who starts it? Yeah. Y'all already know, bro. Y'all already know who starts it. Y'all already know. But we can't be upfront the way we are right now because, we're so bad. We're trying to fix the delusions of this world. We're trying to fix people. We're trying to, knock on wood because there's not much up there nowadays in a lot of people. It's unbelievable. People's running their whole lives and they're crying about it. It is your fault. Take some accountability. It's your fault. Look what happened. Look what you've done. What you done. And now it's over forever because of what you've done. And we hope you're happy about it. Certain things can be fixed in this life, guys. Certain things cannot be fixed. It's the way it goes. But these are the facts. I feel for lots of people. People who... I can't feel much sympathy for people who have ruined themselves, who have made a subconscious choice to ruin themselves. But I do feel for people who was in the right position and still didn't get the opportunity. That's tough. I do feel for people like that, whether it's a man or a woman, vice versa, any way, shape, or form. But what you guys have to know is you just cannot give up. You have to do your best, regardless of who you are, regardless of even what age you're at. You just have to do your best and stay focused and do the things you have to do in this world. People do make mistakes. People do go crazy sometimes. Women go crazy sometimes. What's done is done. All you can do is your best going forward. That's all you can do. Be the best you can be. Understand that you made hella mistakes. You can't fix what you've done, but you can fix how you move right now. You can make that subconscious choice to fix what you're doing right now. Like your own actions right now. You can't fix what you've done. Like I said, some things can't be fixed, but you can fix the way you move right now, and it's going to benefit you the most instead of still being entitled and not doing anything about it. Doing something about something is always a better option, which is going to lead to the better thing. So, my last piece of advice for the men who are younger and might be experiencing some loneliness and some frustration and everything else, I know the feeling, bro. I know that feeling. Work your tail off, bro. Work your fucking tail off. Do the things you have to do. Experience those feelings a while longer. Feel a bit of hurt, feel of frustration, feel a bit of pain through it. Keep grinding. Keep grinding. Keep squeezing what you have to squeeze out of this life to live the life you want to live. It's worth it, bro. It is worth it times 10. God will gift you. God will reward you. Mark my words, He will. Never give up on yourself. Never do it. Never do it. It's not worth it to turn to the dark side. It's not worth it to do those stupid things. What's worth it in this life is to make something of yourself. You don't have to be a billionaire, but work very hard to make something of yourself. Be disciplined in every asset and in every area of your life. Take it seriously. Make something of yourself. And I promise you, God will reward you. I promise you. It might not happen today. It might not happen tonight. It might not happen in a month or in a year or even maybe in 5. It will happen. If you just keep going and keep doing the shit you're supposed to do. I promise you, it will. Fight through the stuff you have to fight through, bro. This world is unforgiving today, but here's where we're at. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. I'm going to see you guys again real soon. And we'll see y'all at the top.